Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make dark and ambient samples. Before I get into the video though, I want to break down a new kit that I just dropped with Tri-Freeze called Architecture Volume 1. There's two versions of Architecture, the standard and the deluxe version. The deluxe version has 50 total accents and 50 total soundscapes that are all key and BPM labeled, and then the standard version has half of that. This kit is different from any other kit that I've ever put out before. No matter what type of samples you're making, this kit is meant to be able to add depth, texture, and uniqueness to all of your melodies. As you can see right here, I have the deluxe version open. I have 50 accents, all key and BPM labeled, 50 soundscapes, all key and BPM labeled. But the accents are basically a combination of unique sounds and effects that add some extra movement or ambience into your melodies. I'll go ahead and play a few of them so you can hear how they sound. And the soundscapes are a whole field of layered sounds that make your melodies feel more full and unique. So like I said, all these sounds are meant to add a lot of ambience, texture, or depth to your samples and just make them sound a lot more full, a lot more unique, and make them stand out more. All the sounds are key and BPM labeled, so they're easy to drag in and make them fit to any melody that you're making and instantly transform it to make it sound better. I'll leave a link down in the description for both the standard and the deluxe version if you're interested. And in this video, I'll be showcasing how I use it to make this dark sample. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and let's get right into it. The first thing that I did is I pulled up Analog Lab and I went into the Onyx preset bank that I just dropped with Mike Fuego, and I picked this Ambient Key preset right here and laid down this chord progression. For the effects, I just have an EQ, take out the high end, low end, comeback kit for some delay, Valhalla Vintage Verb for reverb, and then I have a Portal preset on there. And this is what that sounds like. And then once I had that, I just rendered it out as an audio file, brought it in, and then as you can see right here, I have a separate version and it's just pitched up an octave. Next thing that I did is I opened up Contact and pulled up Noir Piano and used this dark preset right here, and I just laid down some really simple chords. For the effects, I just have an EQ taking out a lot of the low, mid, and then added a reels to make it sound more vintage. And then as you can see, I have a separate pattern right here. It's the same thing, just pitched up an octave once again. And then I also have this third part right here. So it's literally just like this note right here. After that, I just went into Contact and I opened up the Choir Essentials Contact Bank, went to the Children Performance preset, and I just laid down these notes right here. For the effects, I just added this vocal preset from Lifeline Expanse and then added a Fresh Air to boost some of the high end. Next thing I did is I went back into Analog Lab and pulled up this bell. I can't remember what bank this bell is from, but I just added this top line right here, and I thought that this bell sounded pretty unique. It already had a delay, so I didn't add any effects to it. And like I always say, you really don't have to get too complicated with your midis. You don't have to get too fancy or too complicated with it as long as you have the essentials, you know what I mean? Next thing I did is I went into Contact, pulled up Orchestra Complete, and grabbed a Tubular Bell and just added that at the root note. So this is where the sample gets kind of saucy. I added a soundscape and an accent from the Architecture Volume 1 kit that I just dropped with Tri-Freeze. Like I said, the deluxe version has 100 total sounds. It has 50 accents and 50 soundscapes. So the first one that I added is this soundscape right here. I'll just go ahead and play how it sounds. Obviously, when I pulled it in, and then I went ahead and I grabbed this accent as well, same thing. As you can hear, here just makes the melody sound a lot more unique and I have a lot more depth. And then the last thing that I did is I grabbed a one-shot bass, and for the effects I just added a decapitator to add some distortion to it, and it just sounds like this. Once I had all the sounds, I just arranged it how I wanted. So for example, right here I have all of the sounds come in. This would be where the hook is, and then you have the second part of the hook where these two sounds are pitched up, and then this is where the verse would be. That would be like the verse right there, and then this could be like the end of the verse, and then this part right here could be like a pre-hook. And then I just copied that over. Usually I would render this out, bring it back in, and mess with the pitch. I felt like it sounded good as it was, so I didn't even do that. All I did is I just added some effects to the master chain right here. As you can see, I have an EQ taking out the low end. Soothe 2 is a good plugin for taking out unwanted frequencies, so I always put it towards the low end. Fresh Air to boost some of the high end. This mid-side EQ to make the sample sound a lot wider. And then a compressor. So that's pretty much it for the sample. Like I said, I'll leave a link down in the description for Architecture Volume 1, the standard version and the deluxe version. Standard has 50 sounds, the deluxe has 100. Yeah, hopefully you guys learned something, hopefully you took something away, and I'll see you in the next video.